San Francisco is in the midst of a major transformation with AI companies leasing nearly 2 million square feet of office space over the past year, billions of dollars being invested in brand new mixed-use communities all across the city, and tens of thousands of new residents and new housing units expected in the coming years. From massive infrastructure projects to brand new public spaces, the city is evolving at an unprecedented pace. And in this video, I'm breaking down some of the most exciting things coming to San Francisco as early as this year. From a professional sporting event on Alcatraz to a multi-billion-dollar renovation and expansion of SFO, including a brand new food hall with some A-plus San Francisco food staples, to a new virtual golf studio and private members club downtown, to a massive San Francisco mansion completely redesigned from head to toe, all for charity, and a record label taking over an historic building downtown. I'm Austin Clark, your lawyer turned real estate agent in San Francisco and Marin County, and as the city gears up for massive change, I'm here to give you an insider's look at all the exciting things happening across the city. Whether you're thinking about buying or selling property in San Francisco, or you're here just to learn more about the exciting things happening across town, you're in the right place. Let's dive right into what's coming to San Francisco. And we're going to kick it off with two very exciting developments at SFO. SFO is stepping up its game in a major way, making one of the best airports in the world even better. First, the brand new Terminal 1 is getting an absolutely stacked set of San Francisco food staples in a brand new food hall called the SF Eats Food Hall. Starting in summer of 2025, you're going to see some San Francisco heavy hitters open up brand new outposts at the food hall, completely overhauling the boring airport fare that you're probably used to. Tony's Pizza, which is consistently ranked one of the best pizzerias, not just in SF, but in the entire world, and it's one of my favorites in the city, is opening up a spot at the food hall. The menu hasn't been announced just yet, but you should expect a lot of their classic favorites, as well as grab-and-go type food. Balboa Cafe, the Marina bar, most known for its espresso martinis on tap, is opening at the food hall as well. They also serve some solid food to go along with their killer martini. Definitely a worthy addition to the food hall. And the award-winning Pacific Cocktail Haven team is opening a brand new full bar there. Super excited for this. PCH was ranked one of the top 40 bars in America in 2024, so definitely worth a stop if you have some time before a flight. And there are a ton of other vendors coming too. Equator Coffee, which is my go-to coffee spot in San Francisco, is opening an outpost at the food hall. Catawba Kitchen, a gluten-free, healthier option, is opening a spot at the food hall as well. And Napa Farms Market, which is a grab-and-go spot already at Terminal 2, will be opening in Terminal 1 too. The other exciting update at SFO is a multi-billion-dollar redevelopment of Terminal 3, which is in dire need of an update. The Terminal 3 West Modernization Project will see the renovation of 650,000 square feet of space, including seismic retrofitting and brand new passenger amenities. There's also going to be a brand new 200,000 square foot addition for new food and retail, which is badly needed in Terminal 3. For international travelers, they're also building direct access to customs through the international terminal, which is great. And they're adding a new 6-story building that will house a brand new lounge as well as office space at the airport. The renovations to Terminal 3 are supposed to be complete in 2027, and the new structures are supposed to be complete by 2028. And if Terminal 3 ends up looking half as good as the newly renovated Terminal 1, I will be very happy. I fly United most of the time, which is Terminal 3, so I could definitely use some brand new food and beverage options in the terminal. By the way, if you like videos like this and want to learn more about current events, new developments, and what it's like living in San Francisco or Marin County, subscribe to my channel because I make videos about that stuff every single week. And if you're thinking about buying property in the area and are having trouble understanding the nuances of a very complicated San Francisco or Marin County real estate market, definitely reach out to me. I was a lawyer at one of the biggest law firms in the world before getting into real estate, and I've helped people relocate to the area from all over the country. I'd be happy to be a resource for you. I'll put my contact info in the description below. Reach out anytime. And now for the next project on my list, perhaps the most famous prison in the entire world might be getting its first ever professional sporting event. This one is a little aspirational, and I'll explain why, but if it happens, I'm definitely gonna go. According to Ring Magazine, World Boxing Organization junior welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez is working on a potential deal to host a match to defend his title at Alcatraz Island. Alcatraz operated as a prison until the 60s and currently operates as a museum, but it has never hosted a professional sporting event like this, and I think if it did, it would be an incredible spectacle goal. Now, getting something like this to happen requires approval of the National Park Service, and there actually hasn't even been a formal application submitted yet, at least as of the time I'm filming this video in February of 2025. So definitely something lofty, and I'm not 100% sure it's actually coming, but I'm super excited about the potential. The owner of Ring Magazine, which is the head of the Saudi Arabia General Entertainment Authority, has indicated a desire to hold these types of events at some of the most iconic locations all around the world, and Alcatraz is definitely fitting. I think it would be awesome. I've always thought that Alcatraz could be utilized for so much more than just a museum, so I'm definitely hoping that something like this comes to the island. I would 100% go. Next on my list is a brand new social club near downtown San Francisco that combines state-of-the-art virtual golf simulation technology with food, drinks, and entertainment. The prototype concept, called Studio Golf, is opening a 6,500 square foot space at 350 Mission Street, right in the heart of San Francisco, near the Financial District, Salesforce Tower, and the Embarcadero. The concept is backed by professional golfer Matt McCarthy, Genesis Gold Group co-founder Jacob Diaz, and restaurateurs Angelo Heropoulos and John Keller. The site will feature several full-swing golf simulators at the lobby, mezzanine level, and bar area. There's also going to be connected televisions at the space so that your friends can track each other's play while you're there. There's also going to be an awesome outdoor patio space for sipping on drinks outside, and they're going to have private meeting spaces and private event spaces for things like corporate events. So it sounds like it's going to be if like the Battery and Topgolf had a baby, and I'm 100% here for it. I think it's a really cool concept, and I definitely would have liked something like that when I was working downtown to go to after work. Hourly bookings will be available starting at $60. Monthly memberships are going to start at $199, and there are more robust membership tiers, starting at several $1,000s a month. This will be really fun to have close to the office hubs of San Francisco, and I think it's a great new way to use the mix of space that we have downtown. The next update on my list is San Francisco's latest venture for reinvigorating the hard-hit Union Square area. Late in 2024, the city signed a $1 million contract with Biederman Redevelopment Ventures, a consulting firm that manages and programs Salesforce Park and Mission Rock locally and across the country at incredible park spaces like Bryant Park in New York City. And for San Francisco, they're going to provide roughly 200 days of programming between Tuesdays and Sundays in Union Square. BRV will be working with local vendors and artists to think of different events to try and drive traffic to Union Square. Programming hasn't been announced yet, but it'll vary between things like arts and crafts, lunchtime performances, concerts. So it's going to be like all ages type programming so people can maximize use of the square. The city's efforts to get people to visit Union Square have already proven successful. They held several concerts there last year for free, and they drew tens of thousands of visitors to the area. The city also held their annual Winter Wonderland last year during the holidays, and it drew well north of 1.5 million visitors to the square. Plus, they're in the midst of redesigning the Powell Street corridor and expanding the Vacant to Vibrant program, bringing an all-new mix of businesses to Union Square. And I know everyone's concerned about safety, and they've really beefed up the police presence in the area. I go there every single week, and I can promise you from being there in person, it feels like a different experience than it did just a year and a half ago. I'll be posting a ton about these events when they're announced on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, so go follow me on any of those platforms if you want to stay up to date. Those are linked in the description below. I love Union Square, I love shopping there, and I hope the work they're doing continues and it returns to its former glory. Next on my list is, in my opinion, the most exciting acquisition of office space in San Francisco in recent history. The independent music powerhouse behind stars like Kendrick Lamar, Shabuzi, and Anderson .Paak just made a very bold move into the San Francisco commercial real estate scene. Locally based Empire Distribution just purchased the historic One Montgomery building in the Financial District for $20 million. The 1908 building was originally a 12-story headquarters for First National Bank, previous headquarters for which were destroyed in the earthquake. The top 10 stories were removed in exchange for rights to develop the much larger post-Montgomery Center in the 1980s, and the iconic 100,000 square foot property is now set for a creative transformation under its new ownership, Empire Distribution. In 2019, the prior owners purchased the building for over $80 million with plans to convert it into a beautiful new office space and public rooftop, but the pandemic put a major wrench in those plans, and they eventually surrendered the building to their lender, and Empire Distribution has taken advantage of that situation and is set to completely transform transform the space. Really excited to see what they do. Not entirely sure yet. I haven't seen any comments from them. Is it new studio space, new office space, a combination, or something completely that we're not expecting? So no official plan, but it's exciting to see all these new companies open up space in the area and completely transform the way we think about using these spaces downtown. And the last event on my list, and certainly not the least, is the annual Decorator Showcase. Every year, a prestigious San Francisco home is designated to be the site of what's called the Decorator Showcase. It's where a group of interior designers and contractors each redesign a separate room of a massive home. And the home for 2025's Decorator Showcase was recently announced, and it is 100% a worthy addition to the lineup. 2935 Pacific Avenue is a 9,400 square foot residence on a tree-lined block in Pacific Heights. The home was built in 1936 and has 8 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, 3 half bathrooms, and an over 2,100 square foot rooftop with amazing views of the city and the bay. The home was previously listed for sale for $19.5 million, but it ultimately didn't sell and it was taken off the market, and it's probably going to be brought back to market after the renovations are complete and the showcase is over. The showcase takes place over a month from April 26 to May 26, and the proceeds from ticket sales go to the financial aid program at San Francisco University High School, so it is definitely a worthy cause. Since its inception in 1977, the showcase has raised over $20 million to benefit the financial aid program. Last year, tickets were only $45, so not super expensive. Really cool to see all the latest trends and the pretty wild things that the designers and contractors do to the rooms in these homes. And if you can't make it this year, that's all right. They do a different home every single year, and I post tours about every single one of them. Well, there you have it. Those are my favorite events and new developments coming to San Francisco as early as this year. If you like videos just like this, current events, new developments, and what it's like living in San Francisco or Marin County, and updates about the real estate market, subscribe to my channel because I make videos about that stuff every single week. And if you're thinking about relocating and want to understand how all of these changes are impacting the real estate market in San Francisco or Marin County, reach out to me. I've helped people relocate here from all over the country. I'd be happy to be a resource for you. I'll put my contact info in the description below. And if you want to learn more about other cool developments going on in San Francisco, I've got a few videos on new parks, new food halls, and brand new multi-billion-dollar mixed-use communities popping up all over the city. I'll link those in the description below. Go check them out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.